Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries.
All right, everybody. Welcome to episode 13, the season finale of the Go for 222 podcast. I am with the G-Men, the Guru. And we have put together, and actually G has put together some amazing end of the season awards. I can't believe the season is over. We have a lot to get to, but we couldn't end with everyone getting sick over winter break. We had to end with a great finale. So stick around. We're going to do the end of the season awards right after this. Okay, so before we get started, I think it's only fitting that we have a final brioche toast for all the agita that fantasy football has caused us. So, G, bottoms up. Mix it up. All right. All right. Salud. Nick Chubb.
Oh, for Big Dig, Stefan Dig.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, my goodness.
Just like I remember.
So all the agita is well worth it because we had a great first season. I think a lot of rivalries have started. I think a lot of people have really figured out how to play this game. So I am looking forward to our draft this August. I'm looking forward to season 2, but I thought it would be only fitting that we end on, like the NFL. We end with our MVPs and our season-ending awards.
The ESPYs.
The ESPYs, really, exactly. So I'm going to present my screen because G has come up with some great,
Well, we did it together.
some great end-of-the-year awards. So let's start out with the go-to. This is the first ever Go for 222 end-of-season awards. Applause, everybody! Applause. Whoa. Wow, it seems like there's a lot of people in there. Okay, our first award is obvious, but we have to recognize the champ.
Oh,
Devin destroyed me by 50 points more so than anything. He's really rocking that ring, don't you think?
yes, I think so. And he's a quiet individual and he's very low key, but this is a little out of character for him. But I think there's some Corsairs on him for next year.
I think if this does anything, it really it motivates the crowd to dethrone, and that ring looks good for now. But
It's time for a haircut, though. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, and we're Italian too. We know how to remove a digit. So Devin, congratulations. You are the champ.
Devin.
Good job. CD's nuts. Very good.
Yeah.
Everyone round of
Awesome.
applause.
Awesome.
Hey. Who are those people? Where'd they come from? All right. Why don't you talk to us about our next award, G?
All right, now this guy is always flirting with championships, and we love him. He's our commish, and he put up a good fight. Only lost by 50 points, but
Close.
always a bridesmaid. Runner-up award to Joe's Sunday Gravy.
Hey, all right.
Let's hear it.
Hey. All right. Well, listen, I made it to.
But wait, he won.
Good.
But he did win a championship in another league this year
I
and
did.
last year.
I'm not going to.
And I have to say, he won it in a league where I really thought I had it locked up. He took it away from me. Awesome job by Joe.
This was a good year.
Sunday Gravy.
Hey, woo!
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. We're going to go to the next award. Okay. Explain yourself for the comeback of Player of the Year award. This is a tough one.
All right. This is really impressive. Okay, so comeback player of the year is usually year to year. This is our first year, but I have to say, Big Diggs, he was 2-6. He started out slow, some bad luck, I think, in the beginning. Then won like 5 in a row. Dak Prescott started heating up for him, and I think Metcalf. Even though the namesake, his Stefan Diggs, really wasn't doing his thing. I have a pet peeve with that guy this year. But Big Diggs, player of the year, comeback player of the year, came from last place, 2-6, up the ranks, made the playoffs.
And had quite a winning streak right at the end.
Yeah.
At least 7 or 8 games in a row.
He was 2-6, and then he won like 5 in a row to make the playoffs. So
Unbelievable.
13 games. Good job.
So the Big Diggs. We're gonna pause to allow our special guests to come in just a moment. Okay, we're back with the end of the season awards for the Go for 222. Fantasy Football League, and we have some special guests receiving awards tonight. So, without further ado, we have the Pax Mafia and the Gabagools. Welcome to the stage. Applause.
We have other people over there.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year to everybody.
You
too. Kamish, good to see you. Everyone's well.
Everyone is well. Yeah, it was a rough go for it last week. Everyone was down for the count, getting sick. So this podcast is about a week and a half late, but I appreciate your continued enthusiasm as we plow ahead.
Sorry about the technicality problems.
Don't be sorry. This is a real high-tech operation we run here. So before I get into it, Aunt Jackie, tomorrow's a big game. And what's your stress level right now?
I wish it was today. I'm hoping that we don't lose our mojo. And I'm concerned there's still talk that they might even delay it even more.
No, really? Wow.
Best friend up in Buffalo says it's still really bad. And I can't see them pushing it to Tuesday. And then that would not allow us to have proper rest for the next game because we'll be playing the Chiefs.
That's right.
Oh. That's
right. And Uncle Joe, how has it been like in your house the last, week or so with this playoff game looming?
Well, I got to tell you, I was very relieved last week when Jacksonville won their game. We were anticipating a very, very rough night here that night, and then when Jacksonville won, it put the Bills automatically into the playoffs. So the pressure was off. So the winning, when they beat Miami, it was the icing on the cake. Obviously, they got home field advantage for this game, and I think they've won like 5 in a row. So
they're rolling.
Freak. But as everybody knows with the Bills, you just don't know what you're going to get the next game. It doesn't matter seeding. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, the Jets can beat them tomorrow.
No, don't
listen, hey. Now,
or the
now.
I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, the Bills, for some reason, I just don't get any other team that has more like drama. Even this game, like being moved, like it just doesn't happen with other teams. It's like everything that happens, it's like it involves the Bills. People dying on the field.
Yeah, right. I was just thinking.
Not die on the field.
I mean, people coming back to life after dying on the field. Just everything that happens. I mean, there's all sorts of crazy shit this season, and it's just like, okay, one more thing. Let's just have a blizzard and postpone the game.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows?
And think of all the mafia work across the country. Think of all the mafia on the West Coast. It's going to be what, noon or 1 o'clock, and they're all working.
We watched we ended up turning on a documentary today. If no one has seen it, go to YouTube and watch it. It's 30 for 30. For Buffalo. And it's about the whole entire making it to the Super Bowl once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and the amount of amazing, the perseverance on their part to just keep going in light of the amount of fun they were being made of, and just everybody was kind of like had a bad call for them. I mean, not winning one, and they just kept going. So
I remember that time, and I remember that team. That team was made up of a lot of really good people. There were a lot of good players in that team. But the people who knew football gave them even then a lot of credit for those 4. Going to the Super Bowl twice in a row is huge. Going there 4 times, they didn't win them, but they still had to be an awesome team to get there 4 times in a row.
Absolutely.
You know what? It's equivalent to winning the silver medal in the Olympics. Why is everyone making fun of us? Because we won the silver medal 4 years in a row.
Right.
Now, it's funny because the reason why we played it today was because Nickel and Lauren were here. And before they left, Lauren wanted Nickel to watch it to understand where we're all coming from and why, if they are to get married and have children, they are going to be Bills fans and not Commanders.
Listen, I'm just going to throw my 2 cents in there. There is no way that the Commanders fandom can spawn another generation. So you got to end that. I think you probably had the talk with him. That's got to end. That stuff, that is the most boring franchise I've ever seen in my life. Sorry, Nickel.
And I must admit, I was crying at the end. It brought back all my all my feelings and my.
It was a disaster here.
My roller
flowers this afternoon.
So
Sunday delivery too.
So what would be on the menu for a 4:30 Monday playoff game at the Valenti residence? Just hypothetically, what's on the menu?
First of all, I'm working.
Oh, so.
Oh no.
So at 3 o'clock, I'm going to tell my manager I have to leave for personal reasons.
Okay. All right. I'm going to publish this after work tomorrow then. I don't want this out there.
Probably put together maybe some like carrots and hummus for a first course.
Okay.
And maybe some, I don't know. What will we do?
Is Billy coming over?
I'm not sure yet. We'll see.
Don't know. We haven't
really thought about it yet.
Yeah.
Wow. You guys must be nervous. You haven't thought about the food? You got. Oh my God. I mean, this is DEFCON 5.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I guess it hasn't hit me that we're playing tomorrow.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's
so weird.
If we hype it up, I think that jinxes us.
Yeah, you touch the money. Don't touch the money.
Right. So you just kind of keep it like really like just a regular game, and then who knows?
Like it's any other Monday.
You know what? Maybe make some snow cones with buffalo sauce, like really get in the theme. Little caraway seed on top.
Maybe I'll run up and get stuff for Beef on Wax. That'll be a good thing.
That would be nice.
But it was so cute because Nickel and Lauren really wanted to watch the game with us.
Oh man, cool. that sucks.
So that was kind of a bummer because I wanted her to be here with us. I wanted them to be here together. Yeah.
Well, here's to hoping that there's more games for them to come and watch.
Exactly.
Yes, and we're already talking about maybe going up to Buffalo to watch the Super Bowl with Don and the kids might come.
Oh, don't touch the money though.
Yeah, or
none of that talk.
Maybe we don't, and we'll just go up for the victory parade because then we'll know when that is.
Right. Well, speaking of victory and awards and things like that, I wanted to bestow upon you all a couple of awards that you have earned this season. So Nickel has just won the Comeback Player of the Year. So
nice.
Congratulations to Nickel.
Yay, Nickel!
We also wanted to talk to and recognize Zach. So Zach won the Silent but Deadly Award. G, explain.
Okay, this one, well, there could be no Valenti award discussion without fitting in Silent but Deadly somehow. So it was a little work, but so here's the thing with AR8. Zach had a great team. He had the first overall pick. He had Justin Jefferson. He was killing it the first few weeks of the season. So he was deadly, and then Jefferson went down, and then he was kind of silent. The poor guy had to endure not having his first round pick for his very first overall pick for weeks. So silent but deadly. He was quiet and classy while he was winning, and he was quiet and classy when he wasn't deadly. So we gave Zach that award. Love the guy, great guy. So
great guy. Let's give it up for Zach. Claps for Zach. Good job, Zach. So the next award goes to the Humanitarian Award for the most heartfelt moment of the season. And who can forget the summit between the Boo Shitters and the Pax Mafia? That episode won me a local Emmy right here in Howell. And I want to just, get your thoughts just a couple months later. That was the summit was a really big deal.
Yes, it was.
Joe, I think it was pivotal. I think, we had teams who were going in different directions. We had a lot of infighting. It really started to get really ugly. And I think that the summit and the outcome of the summit really kind of made it good for everybody.
But you know what? There really wasn't a need for a summit because the bullshitter didn't really understand the meaning of the mafia.
Well, there were some ways of saying that. The bullshitter was actually bullshitting about the need for a summit.
I don't really think he knew
So
about
Mike could have been
the
bullshitting. He could have been bullshitting that he was needed, about them.
So you're saying that the bullshitter could have been bullshitting about all this bullshit.
Correct.
He gets
Wow.
the shit stirrer of the year award.
He does get the Shitster of the Year award. Now, I actually think this was also the breaking point where these two teams set off on totally different paths. And Jackie skyrocketed to the top 3 in the league. Uncle Mike skyrocketed to the basement and kind of stayed there for the rest of it. So that summit, while it was good, it cleared the air. It was like a colonic. But, some things go up, some things go down, right?
It
Right.
was a
You know what?
class.
The bullshitter brought our league to a different level. It was a lot of fun.
Yes.
It was,
And that's not bullshit.
Mike.
So the next award, I have to say, goes to the Rookie of the Year,
Oh,
the Pax Mafia,
Yeah,
and Jackie.
yeah.
Clap it up. Woo!
The audience here is going wild.
Woo!
oh my gosh. That is such an honor.
You win the Rookie of the Year, Aunt Jackie, by a landslide, and I'll tell you why. From the moment we created the league, you had nothing but enthusiasm. You reached out to everybody. You really dug in to learn how to play. You continued that enthusiasm through the ups and downs and losing players and week to week where it can get a little, monotonous. You kept that enthusiasm, and you did really, really well on especially your rookie year. So you are definitely the Rookie of the Year by far.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys. I am so honored, and I'm so touched. Thank you so much. And it's funny. I didn't really trade a lot of my players. I kept them. Towards the end, when I started learning about trading, but to tell you the truth, can I keep them? Can I keep that whole team next year? Because I've gotten connected to them. I've gotten to know them. I'm watching Ferguson and Dallas. I mean, they feel like they're my sons.
They're your guys.
Okay, but thank you so much.
Well deserved,
No,
Aunt Jackie.
Thank you. You were great. Thank
So that brings us to the next award. This is the You Serious Clark Award for the most points against Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe, you had just a rough go of it at the end where you had by far over 100 points more against you than everybody else in the league, which puts you at a complete disadvantage. And you still persevered. You did really great. But what do you say to this award? Do you think it's even an award?
I'm touched. I'm happy. I got bored. I'll probably sleep a little bit better tonight.
For the recognition.
With the recognition, so I appreciate. I understand everybody had to get something. So
well, hold on. Wait
Joe,
a second.
No,
Hold on. You also we also win the John Bobbitt Award for most losses by an inch.
Joe had the most close losses in the league.
That's a good award, honey.
Okay, that's a good one. I feel much better about that one that you compare me to John Bobbitt.
Hey, Joe, you know what I'll say? One thing, in all seriousness, when you have the most close losses and you have the most points against, like there's no room for error. Like So you really are up against it. I know Jackie had mentioned something about strategy is important too. That is, but there's no room for error. So that it isn't a great award to get, but you got it.
Well, we could cut it off here now.
Oh, wait. Can I interject something?
Yes.
Fun?
Yes.
John Bobbitt is from Buffalo.
No way.
Mafia. Yep.
No, he's not part of the mafia. Are you serious?
All right, I'm not joining anymore.
Exactly.
I mean,
Wow.
Well, guys, 2 awards. I couldn't be more grateful than receiving 2 awards.
Guys,
I'm
we're not even on camera.
touched. I'm deeply honored to be, thought about like that. And thank you very much.
You're a good sport, Uncle Joe. So that concludes the North Carolina Valenti Awards. Any parting words for the rest of the league? Oh,
We do. We have. Where are you guys now?
Can we,
Yeah, this is a good time. We could talk MVP. We could break in here with MVP award.
Yeah. So.
wait, can we see you?
Where are you guys?
Oh, wait.
Oh, hold
Oh,
on.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
this
let
guy.
me stop.
Guys,
Yeah, hold on.
rubbing it in.
There you go. So,
So we do have an MVP award that we wanted to give out. And,
Oh no.
well, I've been in meetings. I've been in all sorts of communications with the other GMs of the league, and we feel that the commission deserves
You look ahead.
together to honor the commission for your leadership, enthusiasm, your knowledge, your encouragement, your patience, and most of all, bring this family together in such a fun and wacky way.
Oh.
Hit a grand slam with getting us involved in this, Joe. We're very appreciative. We all had a good time. Maybe next year we can have a few more family members join.
Yes.
Possible. And we just wanted to acknowledge you for MVP, and we all chipped in and got you something.
No. What?
You can
We
all-
love our
Wait,
commission.
Oh my God. What is this? Oh my God. What is this?
look at
No
it.
freaking way. Oh, that is. Oh my. Oh. Oh, look at that. That's awesome.
You
Oh,
deserve
look
it.
at that. That's so cool.
All right.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. You did not have to do that.
No.
No, thank you.
Oh,
All
wow.
of this is from everybody in the league.
Oh, guys.
Let's see
Oh,
it.
that is so
Final-
nice.
And Joe,
This is
Oh, thank you.
unbelievable.
We all thank you
Oh,
very much.
wow. Look at that.
Commish.
Oh.
Turn around the back. Let's
Let me
the
see.
back.
Let me see.
Wait, back. Squat a little. Squat.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Guys, wow. Thank you so much.
thank you to everybody. And the commission, you deserve it, and good things happen to good people. Keep up the good work, buddy.
Oh, wow. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
And go through withdrawals without
All right.
mafia.
We'll look forward to seeing the final product here coming up
Yeah.
soon.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go
Go
Bills.
Bills.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Love you guys.
Love you so much. Thank you.
Bye,
Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Thank you. All right, and we're back. And I got to thank everybody, Uncle Joe, for organizing this entire gift for me. I still can't get over it. It's awesome. I can't wait to wear it all next season, and it's the finest garment I own. So I thank you to everyone in the league for contributing and allowing me to have this awesome jersey. I really appreciate it. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you, Commish.
And y'all, thank you. And speaking of awards, I want to get back into our award ceremony. So let me share the screen, and we're going to go to our next award. And this award is the Thanos World Beater Award. And this goes to not Uncle, he's Uncle Mike to Tommy and Maddie, to Mike Fasano, Shitters Full, who had by far the most points for this season with 1,890 points, over 200 points, just about 200 points more than every other team. World beater, Mike Fasano. I would say Tyreek Hill was a big contributor.
Tyreek Hill. Keenan Allen was
Keenan
big.
Allen.
That's not common to have that big a disparity between the top and the next part of the league. It's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. And you said the other award that counters that.
So what goes along with this is that the Mass Unit Award, or for
The play.
for the Black Flag Award for the first round of the playoffs, where he had about 8 or 9 people questionable or worse. But that's what happens with in fantasy football. Week to week, things can change. But that was an incredible team, so he earned that award.
And I would say that's Boucher. Woo! Yes. Give it up. Is there an echo? Is there an echo in here? All right. Our next award, I have to give it to the professor himself, the Professor X G-Men Guru of Fantasy Football Award. I just want to take a second to talk about this award. And if you can see, tell Uncle Mike to draft Sanjay
That
P.
was
Ryan.
the key.
That was the key. No one is more prepared, as you know. Talk about your week of preparation. What do you do when you go in week and week out?
Well, Tuesday morning, I read some sites and I prepare for the waivers. And for the waivers at night.
Just so everyone's clear, those are football sites that he's on.
Right.
No, that's
not true. I have to get psyched up somehow. And then and I determine if I want to put in waivers or not. Then Saturday morning, I listen to a podcast or two. Well, really one, and I kind of helps me think about who my sits and starts are. For all it's worth, I mean, that's what I do, and I do a lot of reading, but, I was out of the playoffs, so take that for what it is.
No, but we had a lot of new people, about half the league were rookies, and you really helped them along the way, especially in the group chat.
Yeah.
People were trying to dump their players with you, and you kind of quelled that.
No, No, you know what, though? I like that because I want everybody to learn how to play the best they want to play. Like, I mean, it takes time, so the better they play, the more comfortable they feel like they are playing, the more fun it'll be for all of us. So that was an investment in next year.
In next year, and hopefully we'll have a couple new players, and we'll need that guidance. So
I was upstairs watching TV with Annie yesterday, and she's watching the Chief game. She's watching the Chief game, and she's saying, I got to see who I'm drafting next year. So
there you go.
Annie may be the next player in this league. We'll see.
Woo! Yeah. So the Professor X Award to the G-Men. And I have to say, playing fantasy football with you is one of my favorite things to do, and I continue to enjoy it every year.
Me too. I got to be honest. Together, it's fun.
Okay. Speaking of which, your next award.
Yeah.
The Lorena Bobbitt Award, the second Lorena Bobbitt Award, goes to the G-Men for missing the playoffs by inches.
Yeah, it was a hard year. I really thought I battled back from some adversity, and eventually it all came home.
It did, but in the pricker shrub on the side of the road. But still,
right, exactly.
They found it nonetheless.
They did.
They did.
They kept it though too.
It's a game of inches. Bam! Lorena Bobbitt Award goes to the G-Men. We're rounding out the last few awards here, and I gotta Uncle Johnny.
No.
This is the Austin Eckler Bend Over and I'll Show You Award, and it goes to the Gavones. And Uncle John, talk about Austin Eckler.
Austin Eckler, dynamic player for years leading up to
clear first round draft pick this year.
He's always been in the top 10, and he's really worked his way up. It was top 3 of the RBs this year, top 2 actually. All the write-ups said it, and John went for him, and epically bad. He had an epically bad year. It just was, you couldn't foresee it.
Couldn't score a touchdown to save his life.
No, but at least John's enjoying a nice plate there.
Right. Well, what you don't see in that picture is it's cut off, but you're actually not making a plate. You're actually checking the waiver wire right there. You distracted him. So that goes to Uncle John, the Austin Eckler Bend Over and I'll Show You Award. Sorry, Uncle Johnny.
And that
4.7
is at the worst possible moment in his season.
In the playoffs, absolutely. Right. And finally, last but not least, there's always a first, there's a champ, and then there's always the commemorative Sanjay P. Ryan Bouchard Award, awarded to our last place team. I mean,
well,
there's just so much to talk about.
You know what? You have the inside track for comeback player of the year. That's, I guess, the most positive thing I could say there.
I think what makes it even better is that Sanjay P. Ryan's on the Denver Broncos. So that helps.
Right. I mean, he's close to home.
Close to home. If I could read some of the quotes, I actually can't. FAA regulations, I can't read some of the quotes Uncle Mike had about Sanjay. But let's just say that it was bullshit.
It was
bullshit.
It was canceled.
It was.
Well, we love you, Mike.
We love you, Uncle Mike. Woo! Bullshitters. Well, that's it. Season 1 of the Go for 222 Fantasy League has come to an end. I want to thank all the managers, all the wags, everyone that had to deal with this nonsense for a lot of months. lot of months since August.
We were considering giving them a second humanitarian award, but that'll be next year.
That'll be next year. So we're looking forward to August, and if you want in on this league, just let me know, and the invites will go out first week of August. Thanks for everyone and the dozens and dozens of followers of the Go for 222 podcast. Good night, everybody.
Awesome.